Hello guys, how are you people? So we were doing a science video also, and we finished the first chapter of class 7, and today we are going to do nutrition in animal. So let us start the chapter nutrition in animal, which I have divided it into 2 or 3 video. So the first video will talk about feeding habit, and digestion in different animal. So let me change the color. This color don't seems good to me. Okay, there is some problem with the color. Okay, and okay, okay. Use brush wheel pointer, pen color. Yes, yes, red is good. So let us start. So what we are going to do, we'll talk about animal nutrition. As we have talked about plant nutrition in the previous class, this class will talk about animal nutrition, and we'll not go into uh, deep. Like this is not class 7 lecture. This is the lecture which is explicitly meant for State Public Service Commission and UPSC. So there are 2-3 questions which are important in this. So we talked about in plant nutrition, we talked about photosynthesis, right? We talked about photosynthesis and what is autotrophic, what is heterotrophic. We also talked about different mode of nutrition in plant. So in animal nutrition, first we should know why we need a nutrition, like uh, 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 so and what all we need to study. So what is the need of nutrition requirement? So we'll study what is the mode of intake of food, how we animal take foods. Different animal have different way of taking food, utilization of food in the body, and how body utilize that food. Okay, so let's deal. So this thing we have studied in class 6 itself. So we know a nutrient in food. Why we need food? Because we need energy. And from where we get energy? Obviously from food. And inside the food, there are many nutrients. Like in chapati, in this type of chapati, you'll have carbohydrate, right? Nutrient. This salad, you'll have lots of roughage, which helps in the digestion of fruit. This butter, you have fat, which fat gives you energy. And this egg we have protein as well as fat. Protein helps in the building the human body. And then vitamins, minerals you get from different fruit and vegetables. So the diet, balanced diet is very important for survival. If you'll not have balanced diet, if you'll have only carbohydrate, you can have many disease, which we'll deal in the next subsequent classes. What happens when there's you don't have you are not taking enough vitamins, which vitamin deficiency can which can cause which disease and all. Okay, so first thing is why we need food. Obviously, we need energy to survive. Even I'm speaking in front of you people, in front of camera, I need energy because I'm spending lots of energy. So survival is important. Growth and development. If you'll not take enough food, enough good food, you'll see there are many stunted growth in the people uh, who don't eat balanced diet. Like you would have seen in the village, where the people who are not getting good food, they are malnourished, and their body are very fecal, so they are not able to sustain the life, and their body is not growing, development of the body had stopped. This thing can happen, and we need body, because there are many infinite number of diseases, bacteria, virus. Nowadays we have COVID, coronavirus. So it can affect your body, right? Certainly it can affect your body, and the body needs energy or food so that we can fight that diseases. There are many, we have our immune system can fight many diseases. So and the fourth thing is obviously we need to repair injured part of the body, like when you are when you get injured while playing, uh, so a malnourished guy who is not getting good food, you'll realize they actually the injured part is not healing for them. And but if you are getting good food, the injured part heals very quickly. For them it's very it takes lots of time. For you it takes it is very easy. So that's why this four thing why we need food. Okay, so obviously we animals are heterotrophic nutrition, means we depend on mostly on plant or other animal. So even if you we can categorize heterotrophic nutrition in organism two types: holozoic and saprophytes. Saprophytes we have talked about in even in plant. We'll talk saprophytes here also. Holozoic, look, first we should know what is holo. Holozoic is actually made up of two words, holo and joikos. Okay, holo means whole, or joikos means animal. So so what happened, this type of nutrition, the organism took eat whole organism. So it's like very difficult to even think how it is possible. So it's like you have seen amoeba, right? Amoeba has this type of body as you know, and whenever any insect comes, it actually this thing fuses with this, and it eats whole insects. And you know, it eats whole insect, it observes the insect's nutrient, and then it excretes the whatever is the waste product. So this is some sort of holozoic mode of nutrition. And saprophytic mode of nutrition will I'll come little bit later, just wait for it. Okay, okay. So we are consumer there, you know, we consume. So obviously we consume different things. Like there are three type of consumer. Like herbivorous only eat plant. Herbivorous only eat plant, like elephant, you know, deer. Many example can be there. Bakri, goat, rabbit. These are herbivorous. But there are carnivorous who only eat flesh, like tiger, lion, hyena. These are the carnivores. So these terms are important. Herbivorous is important, carnivorous is important, and omnivorous. They can eat anything. Like we are omnivorous, right? We also we can eat plants, and we can eat animal. But obviously we are supposed to cook it. And but there's omnivorous feed on both plant and animal. Rat, if you see, rat can eat, you know, grain, rice, wheat, etc. And it can also eat uh, small animals also. Okay, so like cat, you know, cat can eat cat drinks even milk, and cat also eat these rats. So they are omnivorous. So I think, hope this is clear to you. So now let's talk about scavenger. Scavengers are actually very important. So this question is also important. Look, scavengers only feed on dead organ. It don't feed on the living organism, like vultures and hyena. What happened when hyena usually search for dead body? So when you know, this tiger and lion, when they eat their when they you know, शिकार करने के बाद, when they leave when they eat their animal, they leave some of the flesh, and this hyena actually go there and eat that residual flesh. And vulture eat the animal which are dead, like. And that's why this mode of nutrition is actually known as scavenger. And these are very important. If the scavengers actually helps in cleaning the environment from the dead body. So one question you usually asked by UPSC and BPSC: have you heard about the medicine diclofenac? So what happened? Diclofenac was given to many uh, many animals, like cow, uh, cow and other you know, domesticated animal, for actually pain. You know, but when this cow die, this cow actually die. This vultures go and eat this dead cow. But this diclofenac, when they eat this vulture eat this dead cow, the diclofenac goes inside the vulture's body. And what happened? This diclofenac is bad for vulture's kidney, and that's why their kidney fail. And when the kidney fail, vultures start dying. So that's why there are the lots of vulture which which got killed because of this diclofenac, and government now has banned use of diclofenac itself. Think about this: if there will be no scavenger, what will happen? It will be very difficult, right? A dog, if a dog died in the streets, and it will stink. It takes lots of time to degrade. Even bacteria actually are a scavenger, right? But this vultures actually helps the dog eat the dead dog, and helps in cleaning the environment. Okay, I was talking saprophyte. This I have also talked in the plant when we are talking about plant. But again, this saprophytes actually feeds on dead and decaying organic material. I have talked about this mushroom, right? The mushroom, when you go to the during rainy season, when you go to the jungle, you find the dead wooden block. You'll find this type of mushrooms. You'll get lots of this type of mushroom near that dead wooden block. So what happened? This mushroom, I have told you about this. This mushroom actually uh, uh, release some sort of enzyme, and that enzyme actually convert the wooden block, wooden wood wooden tree block, and it solubilize the carbohydrate, I mean the wood, and it converts into simple sucrose or simple carbohydrate, and it have a solution, and they create a solution, and this fungus actually, or mushroom actually, suck that nutrient. Okay, so this is saprophyte, and even bacteria works in this way. Bacteria also release some sort of enzyme to degrade the complex body, complex structure into simpler structure, and then slowly and steadily it suck it, and they grow. This is how they eat, saprophytes. So you should remember this: saprophyte, even bacteria is a saprophyte. Bacteria can do many different way of nutrition. So what is difference between a scavenger and saprophytes? So look, scavenger always use large animal, but saprophytes are some sort of decomposer, because it is decomposing, right? It's most of decomposers or microorganisms decomposing big. Even think about this: you leave a dead dog in a street, the dead dog will slowly, steadily smell, because this bacteria actually degrade the flesh of the dead dog, right? And that's how slowly and steadily the flesh will go away, and the self-cleaning process will happen, right? But it takes lots of time if you just leave this exercise to bacteria. But if there's scavenger also, it will happen in within a day. Excuse me. Okay, they act first on the dead material. They act, look, whatever the dead material, whatever the dead material, they act on that. And these saprophytes actually act on dead material. They can also act on dead material, but they can also act when scavenger has eaten, when scavengers has left some of the things. So these bacteria can also can degrade whole leftover flesh from scavenger. Okay, look what happens. Scavenger break down the flesh into small part, small. If this is the flesh, scavenger will degrade, I mean break down into small part, and then it will eat, right? It will eat. But if you see saprophytes, what it will do, it will convert into a molecular level. No, it's some sort of, and they'll create it is some sort of solution, and they will drink it some sort, right? Okay, if you see feeding habit of different animal, we should know. So this ant, have you know ant how they eat? The ant eat, they eat by scrapping. What do you mean by scrapping? They just scrap small part, right? Pull it. They, have you seen the ant eating? They pull the small part of the rice, you know, they pull it, and then they eat it. So that is known as scrapping. Have you seen snail? Snail, you'll find there is no mouth, but if you see very closely, you'll find there are in the surface of the snail, you'll find the lots of teeth, you know, lots of teeth, and they also scrap it, chop it into small part, you know. And snail can, terrestrial, those snail who lives in the land actually are mostly herbivorous, but they can be omnivorous as well as carnivorous, right? Chew, cow, I hope you know, they chew, right? A tiger also, what they chew. Okay, cow and tiger, they chew. What about amoeba? Amoeba is some sort of holozoic mode of nutrition. Okay, it engulfs everything, right? And leech, if you have seen, it sucks your blood, right? Even butterfly, butterfly don't suck your blood. Butterfly suck the juices of fruit, flower, right? And this frog, if you have seen it, they have long, uh, tongue, and they just capture the insect and swallow it, right? So these are the different mode of nutrition for animal. Okay, this is funny. They have given in NCRT, so I thought to include it. Starfish, if you see, there is no mouth per se, but it feeds on animal which has hard shell, like snail has hard shell, right? So what they do, their stomach, actually the stomach only pop out. Stomach came out from the body. Stomach, they don't have particular, stomach came out from body and moved to the soft tissue of the snail or any animal which is covered by hard shell, and they eat it. You know, stomach, directly stomach is eating it. Think about this, पेट ही खा रहा है. And then after eating, stomachs go back to the body, inside the starfish body, and food is slowly digested. Okay. Okay, and this thing is not important, but just you can think it over. Can you, what is the feeding habit of vulture? Just think it, although not important for BPSC, JPSC, just I have kept it so that you can think. Okay, utilization of food. Look what happened. We eat roti, dal, chawal. You know, these are the complex food, complex food, complex, and they have lots of complex substance like sucrose, and they need to sucrose, you know, and they need to get convert into simple substance like glucose, and the glucose which ultimately change to ATP. Like protein, we have protein needs to convert it into amino acid. Okay, right? Fats needs to convert it into again glucose, and then glucose get converted into ATP, right? So this, the body don't, what you eat actually body digest it, that is the digestion, and then ultimately digest into smaller things like glucose, amino acid, and they finally use this glucose or amino acid will further uh, uh, will be used by body to create actually protein itself. This is the funny thing. Body actually digests the protein into amino acid, and then it uses that amino acid to create protein. Okay? So this is how body utilize the food, right? Complex, it converts complex substance into simpler substance. So guys, that's it. Please do like, subscribe to the channel, like the videos, tell your friends, and do see JPSC videos, and do please do subscribe to WhatsApp and Telegram channel of ours. Okay, so guys, bye, and I'm stopping the share, and I'm ending the meeting. Bye.